fuck you, you that said who wants to live forever. I was just videotaping here and it comes on the YouTube. Who wants to live forever? Fuck you. I bet you do. So anyway, I'm just gonna continue with my report. Have you ever experienced that something incongruent has happened to you in your lifetime? Something hard to explain, something that never justice was brought to it, but it just kept on getting worse. If I have went through this experience. This is the series Dr. Pete got shot. This is gonna be part 4. So the tragedy happened, and I felt this force that kept telling me, keep quiet. It was like a mental control. I was supposed to keep quiet after everything happens. And one of the things I wanted to keep quiet about was because I didn't want for Officer Rick Miller. I didn't want a dispute with him. To be honest, I believe he could have gotten ugly with me. And I had all the chance to lose because he was a cop. And see, I don't know the laws of the United States, but I really didn't know Rick Miller very well. I only saw the inner him, and I thought he was a very sweet person, and after all, what I saw the most in him was, and I felt in that way I was stronger, is that he was scared. He was a person that had traumas, Rick Miller, and I fell in love with him. I love him with a very compassionate spiritual love, even though I saw his flaws and everything, but there was something beyond all that I almost felt like he was part of me. I identify with him, and I know he did too with me. But anyway, just going beyond that, I was so scared. I didn't understand why everything happened, and oh God, time went by, and I wasn't able to take care of the case and try to recover some of that money. And I wanted also that in base of that, I would be able to straighten up certain legal problems that I had with my status in the United States. I mean, this was not the first crime that I was a victim of. I was a victim of some other crimes before that, of all kinds. And that last one, that house invasion, was to me the worst. Anyway, I was up in Central City, and you know how bad the weather gets up in the mountains. And in all that period where I think I got stopped by Rick, Rick was good to me because he tried to explain and he fixed it up, and it was like 6 times, I don't even remember. But like I said, it was all an excitement and stuff, I have the documents that shows how much the ambulance has to come several times. I will bleed through my nose like you will not believe it. This is the first time this was happening to me. I never had that happen to me before. And it was not sinus. It was something beyond that. Something inside of me was bleeding all the time. And especially when I had to walk, I couldn't drive, and I had to walk up and down the hills up in Central with the cold temperature. I don't know how that stopped, but it doesn't happen anymore. Just in that period when I was around Rick Miller, the blood would come so strong, it'll scare me. It would just run all over down my chest. I even took pictures of it. It would just come down all over my breast. My breast was full with blood everywhere, all the way to my stomach. It was like almost like if I had an accident or something like that. It was pretty scary. Sometimes it left me really empty in my head. I felt my head empty. A very strange sensation of emptiness in the brain. There was some anomalies found in an X-ray way before that in my brain. I had lesions, some abnormal stuff in the brain. But seeing this bleeding situation, the strange thing is that I will go through all the symptoms of my monthly menstrual period, menstruation. I will go through all the symptoms. And the doctors told me I was ovulating. I went to see a doctor in California, and I was having ovulations. So I was not in menopause or nothing like that. I was ovulating every month. But I didn't have any show of blood. So I have periods without having periods. You understand what I'm saying? I was going through the whole process of menstruation, but without having the blood. The blood would come through my nose. I am serious. Because it was in those days, I think it was the 8th of the month, I would have the sensation of a periods. All the stuff, the cramps, everything. But there was no